Okay, now let us talk about this piece of evidence coming from the insider.com. And the date is the 3rd of January 2023. Very interesting. U.S. Virgin Islands governor ousted Attorney General after she sued Jpmorgan Chase and accused the bank, pay attention, the bank, of covering up Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. Right? Now, in order for Jeffrey Epstein to carry out his crimes, Jeffrey Epstein needs a whole lot of hands. What we did not find out is those hands, because what they did is just throw Jeffrey Epstein under the bus and just say that should be okay for us and move along. Right? But here we have an attorney general that decide, no, we're going to investigate and we're going to sue. Right? Now let us carry on. The Attorney General of the U.S. Virgin Islands was ousted from her role just days after she filed a lawsuit accusing Jpmorgan Chase of facilitating Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking scheme, the Virgin Islands Consortium first reported. So, after she filed a lawsuit, right, they took her job. What is that telling you? That she should have kept her mouth shut, she should have stayed out of it, and probably she's lucky that she's walking away with her life. Let us continue with more evidence. Denise George filed a lawsuit without telling Virgin Islands Governor Albert Bryan first. The local paper reported Bryan confirmed he removed George from her job, saying in a statement, "I thank her for her service to the people of the territory during the past 4 years as Attorney General and wish her the best in her future endeavors." Right? So they get rid of her because how dare this woman show them up? How dare this woman try to show that there is a lot of hands involved in this Jeffrey Epstein human trafficking situation, and that is what they don't want to be known. So they get rid of this woman. Right? Let us continue with the evidence. The lawsuit, which was filed on December 27, alleges Jpmorgan knowingly facilitated, sustained, and concealed the human trafficking network operated by Jeffrey Epstein and financially benefited from those actions. Insiders Jacob Shamsian previously reported. Now we have a bank, and it is alleged that they knowingly facilitated and they have sustained and conceal human trafficking, a bank. And many of you are surprised and acting brand new when you go to these banks and you can't get your money. You need to understand the history of the banking system, how it was started and by who. Right? Everything has a start. And when you understand how they start this banking system and the blood that it was started on and the deception that it was started on, then you understand what you are dealing with, right? Now, let us continue. The lawsuit alleged the massive financial institution turned a blind eye to Epstein's crime for more than 10 years because of the deals and clients that Epstein brought and promised to bring to the bank. Now, you need to go check the rest of this article out for yourself. Use critical thinking and connect the dot. This is a bank. And these allegations are strong allegations because basically this lawsuit is letting us know that allegedly Jpmorgan is a part of this human trafficking. They enable Jeffrey Epstein to carry on what he was doing. Right? And then you have the governor who got rid of the attorney general because she's going after Jpmorgan. And what they cannot allow is for this case to be publicized anymore. for people to realize what is going on. Because people think it is just Jeffrey Epstein. It is not Jeffrey Epstein alone. Jeffrey Epstein cannot, with his human trafficking network by himself for so many years. He cannot sustain it. He needs help. And there's a lot of hands behind the scenes helping Jeffrey Epstein. They just use Jeffrey Epstein as the fall guy. Throw him under the bus. Right? So we have a bank. And if you have a bank, then we have others that is involved. And they cannot afford for the others to be revealed. Understand how wicked this world is and know that these people that walk around in suit and ties and drive these expensive cars, most of them are exceptionally cruel. They've got no integrity. Right? And when you look on the law and you see how they are quick to arrest an individual for a simple misdemeanor, for taking a juice, give them a record and destroy their lives. And these people, they are wearing suit and tie and they are stealing millions. They are destroying loads of lives, right? Millions of lives at a time. They can do that. And they only get a slap on the wrist. And that is why this world has to end. This system has to end. Right? Now, please go check the rest of this article out, this evidence, right? So you understand what banks are all about, right? The evidence is there. It's not from me. It's from the insider. It's all over the internet. So we need to seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.